Welcome to the Outside View powered by Elista. In this special edition, we're going to preview the 100, the third competition, the third season that starts on the August 1st.
स्मार्ट हो रहा है इंडिया जैसे इंडिया में बना एलिस्टा स्मार्ट एलईडी टीवी विद वर्ल्ड क्लास क्लैरिटी एंड अमेजिंग फीचर्स.
Yes, what has happened in the first two seasons? It was the Oval Invincibles beating the Southern Brave in the finals of the first two editions. What's going to happen in the third season? This was the first ever season in which we were introduced to a draft system, just like the men's did. But will this be the last season for the women's 100? There are talks that it will be scrapped for a T20 format, but that's all up in the air. So what are the major changes that have happened? A lot of them. England international Sophia Dunkley shifts her base from Southern Brave to Welsh Fire, and she's also joined at Welsh Fire from Oval Invincible. Shabnim Ismail goes to Welsh Fire. What are the other changes? Kate Cross, who was the captain of Manchester Originals, has shifted her base to Northern Superchargers. So does Lizelle Lee. She's no more with Manchester Originals. She's transferred to Trent Rockets, which will be led by Natalie Sewell-Brunt. Amanda Jade Wellington, who was the finalist both seasons from Southern Brave, shifts to Manchester Originals. And Manchester Originals have another name to their kitty. Laura Wolfart from South Africa is going to Manchester Originals. So a lot of changes. The draft system has introduced that you can select a few, you can remove a few. Who are coming back? Yeah, so a lot of people are coming back to this season of the 100. The first one, India captain Harmanpreet Kaur. She was there in season 1, played 3 matches for Manchester Originals. She's coming back with her Mumbai Indians teammate Natalie Sewell-Brunt into the Trent Rockets team. Heather Knight didn't play the second season owing to injury, is back leading her side London Spirit. She takes over the captaincy duties from Charlie Dean. The third one, Laura Harris. Laura Harris, the first season she played. Now she's coming back. She's playing for Welsh Fire this particular season. Who's another person who's coming back? And the fourth one is Chloe Tryon. She played in the first season. Now she is coming back from London Spirit to Southern Brave this particular season. So that's how the 100 returnees are shaping. Who are the overseas debutants? 4 overseas debutants this time around. London Spirit has 2 of them. Richa Ghosh is making her debut this particular season, and so does Grace Harris from Australia. You'll be thinking 2 hard hitters, nearly the same slot of 5 and 6. London Spirit is possibly going to have the best of finishes. Maitland Brown makes her debut at the 100 with the Southern Brave, and Georgia Warren, who hasn't played till now, is going to be with the Superchargers this particular season. Who are the Indians in this edition of the 100? Smriti Mandhana makes her 3rd straight season for Southern Brave. So does Jemima Rodriguez. She comes in as a late replacement for Heather Graham. But 3rd straight season with her Yorkshire's Northern Superchargers. Harmanpreet Kaur played the first season, didn't do the second. She's back the 3rd season with Trent Rockets, and Richa Ghosh is making her debut with London Spirit this particular edition of the 100. Who are the captains in this edition of the 100?
Let's start with the first team, Birmingham Phoenix. They had announced Ellis Perry as their captain for the season, but with she being ruled out with a knee injury, who's going to be the captain? As of 31st July, the captain is yet to be announced. Coming to London Spirit, Charlie Dean gives back the captaincy duties to Heather Knight, who comes back and leads in the season. Manchester Originals have shifted their base from Kate Cross to Sophie Eccleston. She will be leading in this particular season. Oval Invincibles have got their invincible captain, Tane Van Niekerk, the captain of the first 2 seasons. Will she be able to put a 3-peat to her team? Southern Brave, they have Anya Shrapsol as their captain. The last hurrah for her. 2 times finalist, will she be able to hold the trophy? Trent Rockets are back with Natalie Severbrandt. Led them last season, is back leading them this particular season. Welsh Fire have got Tammy Beaumont. Beaumont is out of the T20 setup, but will she be able to force her way back into the T20 England 11 is the prime question. Holly Armitage is back leading the Northern Superchargers this season.
Who are the overseas stars in this edition of the 100? Let's take a look. Birmingham Phoenix, they have Sophie Devine, who was the captain last year, Erin Burns from Australia, and they are yet to announce a replacement for Ellis Perry. London Spirit, they have Amelia Kerr from New Zealand, Grace Harris from Australia, and Richa Ghosh from India. A power-packed setup. Manchester Originals have a former West Indies international, Deandra Doughton, South Africa's very own Laura Wolfart, and Australia's Amanda Jade Wellington. Northern Superchargers have got a replacement for Elisa Healy in Phoebe Litchfield, a replacement for Heather Graham in Jemima Rodrigues, and Australia's Georgia Wareham is how the Superchargers see their entire setup. All Invincibles have that power-packed couple of Tanewani Kirk and Marizan Kapp from South Africa, and Susie Bates from New Zealand, who led them to victory in the last season. Southern Brave have got a three-timer Smriti Mandana back with them, and they also have Chloe Trayon from South Africa and Maitlin Brown from Australia. Trent Rockets have got in the India captain Harmanpreet Kaur and Australia's Alana King, while former South Africa international Lizelle Lee is their third international. Welsh Fire have got in West Indies captain Helly Matthews, who's hit with the bat and the ball. South Africa's Shabnim Ismail is gone from the winning Oval Invincibles to Welsh Fire, and Laura Harris. So that's a power-packed setup again. That's it for the preview of the 100 from our end. We'll come back with the weekly wraps on what's happening in the 100. Tune in with us on the Outside View, powered by Elista.
स्मार्ट हो रहा है इंडिया, जैसे इंडिया में बना एलिस्टा स्मार्ट एलईडी टीवी विद वर्ल्ड क्लास क्लैरिटी एंड अमेजिंग फीचर्स.